going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ways of the Sith. Thank you so much for taking time to check out the channel. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on X and Instagram at Ways of the Sith. So, before the year is up, more figures are showing up. I figured I was going to do my wrap-up and be out of here, but no, got more work to do before the year's over. We got the arrival of Black Series Shin Hati, and I am so happy to get this finally. Her and Balin were the two figures that I was most looking forward to, and I am also going to show you in this video how to fix Shin. Get yourself an extra Vel Sartha on clearance and use these thigh pieces to make her a lot smaller, because as you can see, the figure is super tall. She's supposed to be short. Balin is supposed to be tall. They flipped it around. Typical Hasbro stuff. There is apparently a running change with the lightsaber, so I wanted to point that out. Some people's were getting the red lightsaber. I actually got the orange one. So the orange one is the running change. They did fix that finally, since that was a big sticking point with this. I don't find this figure to be as bad as a lot of people. They probably could have toned down the blonde a little bit, but otherwise my sculpt looks pretty decent. I'm actually okay with it. I probably won't update it or anything, but I am very, very happy to get her. She's a character that I absolutely loved. I do not have the obsession or crush that a lot of you seem to have with this character, but I love the actress. I think she's great, and of course love the land speeder video going around of her just smoking a cigarette, not caring. I love it. That's a perfect person for me in Star Wars. I think her and Ezra's character will probably start to get a lot closer as things go on down the line. Hopefully she'll stick around. That would be a fun little twist to see her kind of come to the light side and join them in the fight. That would be fun. But let's get this open and let's check it out. So here is our look at the Shin figure outside of the package. And overall, I think it's okay. It's not horrible, but it is hampered by the shoulder pads and this hard goods skirt. I know there's a big divide within the Black Series community over soft goods and hard goods. In certain cases, hard goods does look better and holds up better, but in situations like this where you're hampering the ability to pose the figure, I think you have to go soft goods, or you have to go a softer plastic. This is rock hard. Like, this doesn't move, this doesn't bend. It's not good in that regard. Like I said, I have the running change where the lightsaber is the correct color, orange, like it's supposed to be. It's not red. And the other thing with this is I really think they should have included a rope. I don't understand why there wasn't at least the robe included with this. I do have a brown robe that I'm going to give her, so that'll go there. And like I said, I have my Vel Sartha figure here to fix this, because as you can see, like, she's a whole head length taller. So the fix to this, basically, I'm going to show you in this video, but you pretty much have to swap out that thigh piece. Like, as you can see how long those legs and thighs are, that's not how Shin's supposed to be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat up a cup of hot water. I'm gonna drop both these figures in there, and then we'll make the adjustment. So a lot of people in the community have been asking for more of these types of videos showing how to fix figures or take apart figures. So I figured this was a perfect opportunity. This is just a cup of water that I filled up and put in the microwave for about 2 minutes. I'm gonna put Shin and the Vel body in there and just drop them in. I'm gonna let them soak for a little while, make it very easy to pop apart the limbs. This is what I do pretty much with all of my customs, taking apart figures and putting them back together. The only thing is, if you are painting, you don't want to drop these back in hot water when you're putting them back together. I either recommend putting them together and then painting them, or if you are painting them individually and putting them back together, use a blow dryer or a heat gun. It's a little bit easier and won't mess up your paint job. Okay, so this Vel is nice and heated up. Should be able to just pop the legs off from that joint up there, like so. And then I'm gonna wanna separate this at the kneecap, and you're gonna wanna separate this at the kneecap part and at the thigh. So you're gonna remove this and remove this. They do need to go back in the hot water because they're not easily pliable yet. So I'll drop the legs back in there, and then we'll do the same thing with Shin's legs. I'll pop them off at that ball joint. And there we go. So what you're going to have to do with Shins is you're going to have to swap out those knee pads onto the new figure, because that's where the joint is going to be. So as you can see where that's going to split from, right under there. Let me get it in focus. You can see where it's going to pop out from. And we got them popped out. So here's the thigh piece, like I said, separated from the feet. So now we'll wait for those legs to heat up. We'll switch it over, and then we'll switch these knee pads over. All right, so I swapped out the thigh piece. As you can see, this one is pretty much the whole thigh and upper joint. I don't know why they did that with Shin. It makes absolutely no sense. I did take off the knee pads, so I'm going to super glue them onto the new legs, and then we'll pop the new legs on. Actually, probably what I'll do is I'll probably pop the new legs on and then super glue the knee pads. What I was just thinking was you might actually be able to get away with using these thigh pieces for Balin to make Balin taller. Since these are so much bigger, you might actually be able to swap out the Balin pieces, but I don't have Balin yet, so when he comes, I will try that out and see how that works. All right, so here is Shin all fixed with her cloak, and now you can see she's a little taller than Sabine now, but it really, really knocks it down quite a bit compared to what it was. My cloak on Sabine is from Toxic Collector. It looks really, really awesome. I love it. It's such a nice little addition to her from her journey to Paradia. But now these girls look good, and they're ready to square off. The cloak is from Jedi Luke, the original release. So that's the brown cloak that I'm using on Shin. I didn't go out and buy a wired one, but that would be easy enough. But hopefully you guys like the video and seeing how to fix this Shin. I really hate that I have to buy figures from Hasbro and fix them immediately or paint them. Maroc was another one that I pretty much had to do a complete repaint on, which I will show off in my custom video. I guess technically this can go into a custom video too, but I just figured I'd show you all in one, make it a lot easier, how to fix Shin. And Balin, just follow the same steps and you'll be able to fix him too and make him a lot taller. I do also feel like some extra hands were probably needed with this as well. That's really a big problem with me with Black Series is we're basically just getting a lightsaber or a gun with the figure. We should be getting alternate hands with Jedi, at least one Force hand, something just to pose them out differently. Shin especially, this would really benefit from a Force hand. My buddy Syndicate Custom Creations does have them available on his website to order, so I might end up ordering a pack of those Shin hands, and this way I can display her how I want to display her. But overall, the figure is good once you make the changes. Unfortunately, I hate, like I said, that you have to make those changes, but it's needed because she is way too tall on the shelf and will not look right sitting next to any of the other figures. But overall, like I said, I'm happy that they changed the lightsaber. I'm happy with the face sculpt. You could always change it up. You could always tone down the hair a little bit with maybe some dry brushing, and maybe a little bit of a wash to kind of bring out some color to the hair, because she does have more of like a blonde, not a platinum blonde like this. But overall, the figure is cool. I am very happy to have her on my shelf finally. Yeah, so you just have to let me know in the comments what you guys think. And thank you so much for taking time to check out the video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, may the Force be with you. This is The Ways.
We would be honored if you would join us.